And welcome inside the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. Ryan LaFay alongside Dennis Papadatos, the head coach of the Hofstra wrestling team, and coached this past weekend the home match against the University of Buffalo, non-conference match, 32-3 loss. Can you just walk us through that match?
They out-wrestled us. They're a pretty good team. They're probably better than we, not probably, they're better than we are right now. Obviously, the results have shown that, not even just the results of this weekend. They got it going on. They finally got some, junior and senior leadership, and, John Sutton's got it rolling over there. So, but we still got some weights battled pretty well. I thought some weights still didn't battle that well. If you watch the match, the first 5 matches are all close decisions. You would say 8 of the 10 matches we wrestled, they were foreseeable that we could win them. You know what I mean? But they, again, edged us out, and it has to do with, confidence, a little more seasoned, a little more experience, just a little better than us right now. And they found a way to get the hard-earned points, and I actually think they worked a little harder to get the hard-earned points, and that's where I get, upset, is I don't ever want anyone to outwork us, because we work too hard to ever allow that. But we got a young team that is, they've never been through it this long before, and again, as I keep saying, we have no opportunity to put anyone else in. Some guys probably could use a weekend off, but they can't have it. So we got to figure out a way to keep them fresh, and it's a much taller task than anyone realizes, but that's the task at hand. So got to do idea to make sure that they stay in good spirits, believe, and get rested for moving forward. That's all we can do.
And speaking of weekends, this upcoming weekend on Saturday, February 4th, 2 matches. It begins in Lancaster at 2 p.m. and then goes to Philadelphia at 7 p.m. against Drexel. Another tough Saturday. How do you prepare a group for those 2 matches?
We're prepared. That's something like everyone's like, how do you prepare? We're prepared. Look, you get up and you train and you wrestle and you work out and you practice and you try to take time off so you can rest and get your legs ready. Again, I didn't want to do this. This was the last thing that was put on our schedule. The way the schedule was kind of done. I found out I had one date. I had to wrestle Drexel and F&M, but by the way they redid the conference and this national bid system, so I had to wrestle them both on the same day. Thank God they're at least close to each other, but both of them needed their home match, so I have to go to one. And then what's even funnier is Drexel's wrestling F&M at F&M that morning. We all weigh in at the same time. Then after Drexel wrestles them, they leave. We wait. We wrestle F&M, and then we drive to Drexel, wrestle Drexel at Drexel. It's just. Though I don't want to do it that way, especially with our young team, and they're going to have to man up. We don't have any other options. We have no one else to put in there. We're putting our guys in. We got to be rested, and we're going to have to man up and find a way to win these 2 dual meets. And that's all. That's the only preparation we can do, is making sure they're feeling as good as possible without sucking practice so much back that you're going to lose shape. That's a hard task, because you got to go hard so you don't get out of shape. But you can't go too hard because you don't want to be, not well rested. So, that's, again, the task at hand, and that's where it's a little more complicated and difficult than Hofstra than anywhere else. But we're going to do it, and we're going to be ready. And today's practice is going to be light, and put 2 hard days in, and be ready to get on the bus Friday, and get ready to be road warriors Saturday. And the goal is to win 2 EIWA matches, and that's the goal, and that's what we're working for. And I don't want to tolerate or accept anything less.
Dennis Papadatos, the head coach of the Hofstra wrestling team. Thank you, Coach, for the time.
Thanks for having me. Nice short one today. We'll get it going again. Appreciate everyone.
Thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com.